Hello world and welcome to the Adam and Yaz 10,000 subscriber special! We are coming to you today from a beach in the island of Siargao in the Philippines, and today's video is going to be a little bit different than usual because we're just going to be sitting here eating lots of yummy Filipino food while answering questions that you guys have sent in.
First of all, we just want to say a massive thank you to everybody who has subscribed to the channel and watched our videos so far. We really appreciate you so much.
In front of us we've got 4 Filipino dishes plus a couple of bits of rice and some fries as well. All this food here today was provided by Homemade Taste, a vegan-friendly restaurant here in Siargao. We've genuinely never eaten there before, so this is going to be really interesting.
All we've done is read the reviews and they've all been so good. So we are really excited to try it.
Yeah, I'm really excited to answer your questions. So let's stop talking and get to the questions.
And get eating.
So the first thing we're going to eat today is called Bicol Express, and it's a completely new dish to us. We've never had it before. And it's basically vegetables and mock meat cooked in coconut milk. Looks really good.
Looks so good.
Let's give it a try. And we've also got some rice here as well.
Sticky rice.
Love sticky rice. I'm going to have some rice on its own.
Do you know what that tastes like?
Rice.
Rice.
Really good rice. We actually got this food about half an hour ago and it's still really hot. Okay, Bicol meat.
Okay.
Ooh.
Is it good?
I love that.
Am I going to like it?
We'll find out. What do you think? I can taste lemongrass in there. You don't normally like lemongrass.
I can taste the lemongrass, but it's not very strong. But no, I like it. And it's got a bit of spice as well.
Very unique flavour actually. Never had anything like that.
That mock meat is unbelievable.
Yeah, very salty. But the coconut milk is so creamy.
I do like it.
No, mine!
Shall I start with a question?
All right, question number 1, here we go.
So this question is from Justin. Congrats to you both. What has been your favourite memory in travelling so far and one that you want to cross off the bucket list immediately?
What a very good question. Swimming with whale sharks has got to be one of the top ones up there in Oslo. Ooh, that was surreal. I just couldn't believe what I was seeing in front of my eyes. Like it looked like a 3D animation, not like real life.
That did not even, it just feels like a blur. It was so incredible, like these huge giants like right in front of you. Yeah, that's definitely one of the top memories for me as well.
And the sardine run, swimming with turtles. Generally aquatic activities within...
yeah, the sardines.
Yeah.
Oh, that was
have been the best.
Good.
Snorkeling in Koh Tao as well.
Obviously we've had a lot of really good memories, but one thing that sticks out to me the most is when our really good friends, Nads Irfan and their baby Zach, came to Koh Phangan to see us. Also
known as Field Divisions. We will link them in the description below, go check them out.
And we just had the best time. Like it was just so nice, because obviously we're travelling as a couple, it's just us two, but it was so nice to have them there and just to wake up and like say good morning and then go for breakfast and then just go and enjoy the day, have dinner together. It was such a nice memory.
There's a bit of home familiarity away from home.
And also your bucket list item that you want to tick off, your travel bucket list. Next.
Generally for the travel bucket list, it's got to be a top to bottom van life, camper vanning trip of New Zealand.
Well, one of my top bucket list things is to get a camper van and van life, basically either like the West Coast, but I think I prefer to do the whole way around Australia.
Australia, New Zealand, in a motorhome, we're happy.
Yeah, I just love like the hot weather, the sunshine, the blue skies, but then the freedom of being able to drive wherever you want and then seeing different kinds of parts of Australia for me. You've got like the red rocks on the west and you've got the tropical side on the east. That would be so much fun.
Well, but they don't have Bicol Express in Australia, I don't think.
No! This is really nice.
I'm loving the Bicol.
We should try the next dish though. We don't want to fill ourselves up. We've got 4 things.
Wow.
What is this one?
This is sisig. Look at this one. Every sisig we've had has been slightly different to the last, or actually I should say very different to the last. This one looks a lot meatier and chunkier. And we've got some of your favourite calamansi. I'm going to squeeze it, guys. I'm going to squeeze it whether she likes it or not.
No! Oopsie.
Got to have it with rice, remember. I'm going to put the rice straight in there.
Yeah, mix it all up. I can't wait to try this one because we've had a couple of vegan sissigs now and they've all been so good. It's nice trying different versions. I love that reaction.
Oh my God.
Give me. Give me that sissig.
That is unreal.
Shall I have it with rice too? Here guys.
That is the crispiest sissig we've had, and also kind of sweet and sour. Very, very meaty.
That is so good.
And the calamansi does kind of make it.
Oh.
So even you think so now. You're a calamansi convert.
It's like crispy and crunchy all through the outside, and then it's so spongy in the middle, right?
Yeah. In a good way.
In a really good way.
Soft, tender texture.
Got bits of red onion as well. This is so good.
Okay, yeah, thank you. I apologise in advance for all of the yucky chewing sounds you're about to hear.
ASMR.
Wow. Oh my Lord.
Right, I'm going to go in for question number 2. So the second question is from Little Sparrow, and it says, in all honesty, what are your thoughts about the Philippines and about the Filipinos? Are you planning to extend your stay in the country? Do you have plans of visiting the northern part of the Philippines?
Wow.
3 questions in one there. Okay, so what are our thoughts on the Philippines and the Filipinos?
Filipinos, haven't met a friendlier bunch like ever.
Some of the nicest people that we have ever met are the Filipinos.
Without doubt.
They are smiley, they just want to say hello, they just want to, I don't know, they just want to invite us
Even in a place like Siargao, where it's been destroyed from a typhoon, they're just happy people. There's loads of people here just swimming in the ocean, having picnics like we are.
I noticed that they all live a very outdoorsy life. They all sit in their little groups or their little families out on the beach or out on the street or outside their little homes, and they are just having some drinks, or they want to invite us to have some drinks. Last night a young guy asked us if we wanted to have some shots with him, some Red Horse shots.
And these are people that generally have very little, but I can guarantee you that they are happier than the majority of people living in the West. And that's what makes us love this place so much. I forgot the rest of the question.
The Philippines.
The Philippines.
Absolutely beautiful.
Speaks for itself, really. It's absolutely unreal.
It's just such a beautiful, beautiful country. And I've never seen so many palm trees in my life, and it makes me so happy.
Food, amazing. People, amazing.
Yep.
Weather, generally, amazing.
Are you planning to extend your stay in the country?
Well, unfortunately, we are!
We are! Of course we are. How can we not?
That's actually something we need to do in the coming days, because we're getting to the end of our visa-free period, so we're going to get that taken care of very soon. Hopefully, if they allow us, we'll even extend for a 3rd month.
Yeah.
Fingers crossed.
Do you have plans of visiting the northern parts of the Philippines?
We certainly do. In fact, that's the bit I know everyone looks forward to Palawan and, you know, El Nido, Boracay, but for me, I'm more of a, I love the beaches and the blue sky and the blue water, but I also really love the cultural aspects of it. So that's the bit I'm most looking forward to, is the northern part of the Philippines.
I've actually got a long list on my notes on my phone of all the different parts of the northern Philippines that we want to go and visit. So absolutely, it's a must.
You will have to stay tuned to see that.
Stay tuned, guys. Spicy. So this one is from Pippa Stone, and she said, what inspired you to quit your jobs and leave the UK to go travelling? PS, congrats on 10k. I've been following you since you had a few hundred subscribers, and it has been so fun following your journey. Well, firstly, thank you so much, Pippa. That is really, really sweet. And it's so nice to know that you've been watching us for, well, since the beginning, a good old 2.5, 3 months ago.
Yeah. Well, what was inspiring us to leave the UK?
Yeah, to quit our jobs.
The short answer to that is that there wasn't anything inspiring us to stay in the UK.
Yeah. We just basically realised how every single day pretty much looked exactly the same. So we'd obviously wake up, go to work, do our job, not necessarily love it, and then travel home, have dinner really late, go to bed,
do it all again.
It just got to that point where we kind of just thought there's so much more to life than this routine, and if we don't change it now, then it's going to be the same until we change it. So we could be 50 years old, still in the same workplace, and there is nothing wrong with that at all. Some people really like to have that routine, but it's just something we realised we didn't want.
And as we've said many, many times before, we are very much island people, and while the UK, Britain, whatever you want to call it, is technically an island, We mean more this kind of island.
Yeah.
Flip-flops and shorts. Very much more our vibe.
Not waiting for the train every morning in the freezing cold and
Freezing
the rain.
cold in May kind of thing. But anyway, we're not going to trash the UK.
No, it's just a personal preference.
It's a personal preference, and at the end of the day, home is wherever your family are. Both of our families are in the UK, so for the time being,
so
the UK is home.
That is home, yeah. I think we should try the next dish.
You want to go for burger, don't you?
Okay.
I can see it in your eyes.
I just need to
clarify.
do a disclaimer here.
We
So
weren't very careful with the transportation.
No, it must have been about 45 minutes or so now since we ordered the burger. And it's quite juicy.
It's very juicy and very thick.
And it looks like it's seeped everywhere, so it probably doesn't look how it should. This is going to get messy.
Yeah.
Oh my God.
Oh Lord. Am I going first as I'm holding it?
Look at this, guys. It's absolutely huge. There's 3 layers of something in there. I'm not really sure what that is. You've got pickles.
Veggie patties.
Yeah, pickles, vegetables, all juiced up and
ready to go into my mouth.
Between 2 buns.
Woo.
Whoa.
Cut the camera, cut the camera. That's packing a lot of flavour.
Oh, I just realised as well, she gave us a few fries with that burger. And seasoned nicely.
Excuse me.
I need to get my hands on this burger.
You do. Okay, next question. What is on your next Philippine bucket list? There are more than 7,000 choices as there are islands and destinations. Palawan for sure, Boracay, and then the north. We really want to see Batanes. I think I'm saying that right. Batanes. Batanes. Yeah, sure, why not? Batanes. Basically, the rest of the Philippines is on our bucket list. We've scratched the surface of the Philippines. We haven't even started yet.
We haven't done much yet. But a place that is really stuck in my mind that I can't wait to see is Balabac. And that's because our friends did go and they rave about it all the time. And I've seen their photos and their videos and it just looks it looks like paradise, and I'm so excited to get there.
Next question, and I've lost count now which one it is. It's a big one. Thailand or Philippines? As both of you have been to both countries recently, together, which one do you prefer in terms of overall travel experience and what are the pros and cons? Okay, I'm going to give the very polite diplomatic answer here, which is they're both great.
Oh yeah, of course.
There isn't one better than the other. Thailand for sure is better set up for tourism, and for us personally it was easier to eat there because there were far more vegetarian and vegan choices.
Yeah, that's true.
The people in the Philippines, oh my God, that makes it stand out from Thailand way more. The people in Thailand are really friendly, but the Philippines just takes up to their next level.
Yeah. We were shocked when we arrived here. We couldn't believe how nice people were being. We're like, what? Why?
Yeah, we're from London.
Why are you being so nice to us? For Philippines in terms of
hospitality, and probably general scenery, I would say. And then more Thailand for the food, the Wi-Fi, and general kind of getting around, I suppose. Neither one is better than the other, we really can't say. And we've only been in the Philippines for less than a month, whereas we did Thailand for 3 months. So we should probably have at least another month or 2 to make a decision on that. Next question. Cheers to both of you. Cheers to you too.
Cheers.
What Filipino traits have you noticed and admired and vice versa? Filipino traits?
Well, like how they are.
They're just incredibly friendly wherever you are in the Philippines. In Cebu, in Manila, in Bohol, here. They are just incredibly friendly people.
Yeah. I'd say that is the main trait, and very welcoming and inviting.
I really hope that's what you meant and we answered that question. We don't have a single bad thing to say about the Filipinos, and we're not just saying that.
No.
They have made our stay here incredibly welcome, and that's why we're going to renew our visa again.
And I feel, I've not once felt unsafe here at all.
Not once.
Like, no. I could...
Like we said, there are parts of Cebu that we just don't really gel with, but that's because it's a city, not because of the people. And another question comes from Nomad Mo. Congratulations. Thank you.
Thank you.
My question is, who does the editing, Adam or Yaz? Short answer, both of us.
Why is that a short answer, Adam?
Well,
we both
edit, but we have our special little system. So, for example, I'll take the raw footage into the editing software. I'll cut the fat out, I'll put it in the right order, create a storyline and a timeline.
I'll add in the music, I'll add in the sound effects.
We mix and match, we both do a bit of everything, and we both review everything, and nothing gets published without both of us being happy. Thank you for that question.
I've just realised I've not stopped eating and you have.
I'm pacing myself. Before we get to the next question, let's crack open what have we got left now? Oh, pancit, another pancit.
Oh yeah.
One of our
Forgot about
favourites. Easy go-to for us because it's generally vegetarian, vegan, or it's easy to make
So much
vegetarian,
food,
vegan.
yeah.
It's currently 4:30 and we haven't eaten since 8.
So the next question is from John Leo TV, and he says, what country will you visit next after the Philippines?
We don't even know where in the Philippines we'll visit next.
I was just going to say, to be honest, we actually have no idea.
No plans.
Like, we only are at the moment taking each area of the Philippines at a time. So once we're in one area, we'll then decide where to go to the next.
Could I have some water, please, my dear?
Yes, dear. So in terms of country, absolutely no idea.
We definitely know it's going to be somewhere in Southeast Asia. Most likely will be Vietnam, possibly on to Cambodia after. And we didn't actually get to do Chiang Mai in Thailand, so we would like to go back and do that before we head elsewhere. Another one high up on the list is India. So
Oh yeah.
any one of those 4 is a potential contender.
Pancit.
Wadi.
This one's a good question. This is from Boloy Clap. Hi Adam and Yaz, have you ever by chance climbed or wished to climb Mount Everest? No.
Not to my recollection. I may have done in a previous life, but no, I've never climbed it.
In my dreams.
I'm not sure I have the desire to be honest.
Yeah, I don't know if I want to. I've heard some horror stories and it's really hard to breathe with the
I get out of breath
elevation.
walking up a flight of stairs.
So I don't know. I mean, I think if the opportunity came up, I would say yes. However, I wouldn't really go out of my way to do it.
We could definitely do base camp, I think. That would be a starting point, and then we'll see how we go from there. But
Yeah.
definitely want to visit Nepal. That's another one high up on the list. Thank you for that question, Boloy Clap. Next one comes from Vicarious Travels. Mind diving into your analytics a bit? Where are the majority of your 10,000 followers based out of? Mostly the countries you visit, or are they more so from home, UK? Well, I'm not sure if correct me if I'm wrong, but I'm not sure if there's a way of telling where your subscribers are from. I can tell you, however, by views. So majority of views come from Philippines, unsurprisingly, as we're here currently. And secondly, closely behind is the US, followed by UK, which is where we're from, and then Canada, and then Australia. Those are the top 5
Oh wow.
that we get views from. I hope that answers your question. Thank you very, very much.
Thanks for your question. This is a juicy question from Jade's World. If you could hate one thing about the Philippines, what would it be and why?
That is an easy one for me, an easy one.
An easy one.
Yeah.
What are you going to say?
Well, this is going to sound really spoiled and superficial.
I know what it's going to be.
For us, personally, as vloggers or content creators, we need to have good Wi-Fi. I mean, okay, not good Wi-Fi, but it needs to be Wi-Fi that works. And so far, we've stayed in 7 different accommodations in the near month that we've been here. And, oh, hello, dog.
Hey, doggy.
Hi. We've stayed in 7 or 8 different accommodations, and it has been pretty poor in all of them, in all honesty.
I feel like the only times that we've really been stressed is only because we've struggled to get Wi-Fi,
Yeah.
and we've struggled to get a video up on time, because obviously we want you guys to see the videos like a certain amount every week. And yeah, I don't know, it just puts a bit of pressure on us. But again, it's only superficial.
Yeah.
We're very spoiled. We are used to
100 megabytes a second back home and all that. And also, we're forgetting we are in one of the most remote areas of
Exactly.
the world. I mean, this is a tiny island in the Philippines as
So
well.
when you think about exactly where we are.
If you're a normal, regular human being that doesn't rely on getting videos out 3 times a week, it's not a problem. And that is, so far, the worst thing about the Philippines.
That's the worst thing.
Which in itself is,
It's not
says a
even
lot.
bad.
No,
And
exactly.
I'd say just one other thing actually that I've just thought of was it's quite hard for us to get money out sometimes.
ATMs.
Yeah.
Not necessarily a Philippines problem, I'm not sure.
No, I think it's
that's
just
something
a
to do
tourist
with
problem.
something to do with our bank card,
Yeah.
maybe not agreeing with the Philippine
I think
ATMs.
it's just like a tourist
Yeah.
card problem.
So
but it's been
not
a
sure
bit-
about that one.
Yeah. But that was just one to throw out there. But again, there's nothing really to hate about the Philippines, honestly. Like, in all honesty, just a bit of dodgy Wi-Fi.
Oh, I have thought of one more actually. One more. It's a bit of a niggly one for us because we're animal lovers, but the number of stray dogs that we see in the Philippines is a little bit heartbreaking for us, it's got to be said. It's not just the Philippines, obviously, it's all over the world, and we saw them in Thailand, but for some reason here, it just seems to be everywhere, and there's so many of them. And puppies, we're talking about dogs that little,
We've had to
crossing
stop.
the road.
We've had to stop on the side of the road. I literally picked up a puppy this big and just put him on the side of the road because I didn't want him to get squished.
Yeah.
But I must say, there are obviously like what feels like 20 times more stray dogs here than Thailand, but they do look healthy.
They do look healthier, I suppose.
They look okay, and they look quite happy.
They don't look rabid or anything
Their
like that.
tails are like wiggling, and they're running around the roads.
They're
look like
generally in groups, they're not alone, which is good. But
they've got their little groups of friends that they hang out with. They look happy, but there are so many. So yeah, not much to hate at all.
Not much to hate. And on to the next one comes from someone called RN. Hello, RN. Lovely couple. Do you have kids? Oh, I knew that's what we were forgetting. Only joking. Only joking. We do not have kids to our knowledge.
No, we don't, Adam. I have not given birth.
We will one day, hopefully. That'll be nice. For the time being, we are kids ourselves right now, and we need to get that out of our system.
Although we aren't even that young, really.
No, we're not even that young.
I'm 31, he's 28.
28.
But age is just a number. We'll have kids when the time is right, I suppose.
Stay tuned for that.
Don't. Next question.
Next question. Next question from Jake Villado. Hypothetically, had this whole pandemic thing didn't happen, is the Philippines still a place you consider visiting? Well, the pandemic has no effect on whether we'd come to the Philippines or not, because
yeah, we were going to come anyway.
We were going to come anyway, and it was just very fortuitous that it opened up its borders when we wanted to come. To be fair, we were actually planning on going to Vietnam before Philippines, but rainy season hit Southeast Asia.
Yeah, we have quite a lot of friends as well on Instagram, and all I was seeing before we booked our flight to go was just stories saying how bad the rain was. There was floods. And I just said to Adam, like, we have to wait.
And apparently the Philippines was looking better, so that seemed like the better option.
So we just thought, we'll skip that. Let's go to the Philippines.
Straight away.
And then we will reevaluate, and then if it's a bit better, we'll go back.
And I'm really glad we came when we did, because although it is technically rainy season, we're not seeing much rain. We've had 2 days of rain, I think, in the 3 weeks we've been here.
Yeah.
At least when it's rained during the day when we've been awake. Maybe it's rained a lot when we've been asleep, but this is kind of the blue sky that we're seeing most of the time.
Yeah, we get obviously some cloudy days, but not really rain.
Yeah.
So this one is from Jose Nadea, and it doesn't look like a question. So he has said, congrats to both of you. Filipinos support your vlogger because you love the Philippines and promote the best places and food of Filipino. Our culture and friendly people. Thank you and God bless you both.
Salamat po, Jose. Thank you.
Salamat, that is really sweet message. Like, we just absolutely love the Philippines so much, and it is our pleasure to document it and put it online for everyone else to see.
Thank you very much.
Thank you so much. We appreciate it a lot. So the next question is from Travels to Freedom, which are also our friends. Hey guys.
Hey Leon. I call them Leon because they're called Dion and Louie.
Hey Leon. And Dion.
They've got a great travel channel as well on YouTube called Travels to Freedom. We'll link them in the description down below. Go check them out after. Having
travelled now and done so many amazing things and built this amazing viewership for yourselves, can you ever imagine going back to your old lives? Yeah. So the easy answer is no.
Like no to the no to the no to the no.
Definitely not. When we were at home...
We'll give you a little bit of context to our previous lives. We were both hairdressers for over 10 years, working in the centre of London, and we liked it to begin with, obviously, and as the years went on.
I was going to say, we really did enjoy it. I personally really enjoyed it. We worked in one of the top London salons. We worked with an amazing bunch of people. I learned a lot about myself, and I learned a lot of confidence with speaking to strangers. Before that, I was really shy.
Also learned so much from those 10 years that I would never have learned in school about life. Essentially. And it was genuinely really enjoyable at the beginning, but as the years went on, it just became work, essentially, which I know is kind of what it's surprise, but it became kind of dreading getting up in the morning and hitting snooze on the alarm 5, 6, 7 times before actually waking up and getting out of bed.
Yeah, do you know what I didn't mind though? I didn't mind the summers, because obviously you wake up, it's light, and then between clients you can kind of go outside and enjoy the sunshine, but then being in the UK we have about 8 months of winter, and so a lot of the year was kind of like cold, waking up.
And the fact that people aren't generally friendly living in London, it's different. It's a different story in the north and in the countryside, but particularly where we were living and commuting, it just wasn't very... You didn't have a vibe like this.
Yeah.
where people could just say hello to you just because they wanted to say hello. Like,
It was just get up and go to work and come home. So we did love our job so much, but then it just got to that point where it was becoming really repetitive, and we just felt ready for a change. And
then the pandemic
COVID hit. But we
and
actually
there's a dog again. Hello. And we watched a lot of YouTube travel vlogs, and that's kind of where we got the idea to maybe, possibly in the future, start our own one.
Yeah.
And as we were coming out of the pandemic, we realised that work wasn't really where we wanted to be. But
Mentally.
generally, we were just lacking energy from. We weren't feeling inspired or
No.
had any energy at all.
It was like a flat line. That was
And
it.
like, we do this for another 40 years, and then what? 8 months later,
We sold our flat, we sold our car, we have boxed up a few of our clothes, put them at my parents' house, and that's it. They've dropped us off at the airport, and the rest is history.
3.5 months after that, here we are.
Hey Doggo, I know you want
with this
some
chap.
food.
Hello.
Is it a chap? No, it's a little baby girl.
Would you like some
It's a
sisig?
baby girl.
There you go.
Well, I think that is most of the questions done.
That's nearly all the food done. We just need to get these pancit noodles down.
This food was absolutely delicious. If you're in Shargal, highly recommend Homemade Taste, small restaurant just on the side of Tourism Road, and highly recommend. She's so lovely as well. I really hope you enjoyed this special 10K edition Q&A, mukbang style.
Is it mukbang or mukbang, dear?
I don't know, I just say mukbang.
Is it mukbang or mukbang?
Okay.
Well, from the three of us, thank you for watching, and we will see you in the next video.
Don't forget to like and subscribe and hit the notification bell for our upcoming adventures. And we'll see you in the next video, guys.
Bye.